Good evening. Call the West Mead Township Board of Supervisors meeting for April 2021 to order. Roll call.
Charles?
Yes.
Jordan?
Here.
Over.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All supervisors' public meetings are subject to public and/or private audio and video recording. Is there any public comment on agenda items? Public comment will also be received during each agenda item and at the end of the meeting. I'll entertain a motion to approve the March 9th, 2021 study session and regular meeting minutes as presented in our packets.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Charles?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Over.
Yes. Entertain a motion to accept the treasurer's report for March 2021 and approve the payment of bills in the amount of $106,234.65, subject to audit.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Some of that was the end of the salt too, wasn't it, Jill?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was like almost 20,000, 19,700, so
right.
$20,000.
Right.
And also those two truck repairs.
Correct.
Roll call?
Charles?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Over.
Yes. Okay, municipal reports for the month. Police Chief Chip Brown with the Police Department report.
Good evening. For the month of March, we received 83 complaints, and all 83 of those were cleared. Time spent on school zone watch was 8.5 hours. There was 20.5 hours of special detail with 100. Processing. 45 hours was spent on investigations and 13 hours spent in court. 33.5 hours was spent on miscellaneous, mainly transport time. There were 23 traffic stops for the month, with 1 citation being issued for driving without a license, and there were 22 warnings issued. 4 for speeding, 1 for stop sign, 6 for faulty equipment, 5 for expired registration, 1 for expired driver's license, 1 for failure to yield, 1 for unregistered vehicle, 1 warning for following too close, 2 warnings for high beams, and 1 warning for turn signal violation. There were a total of 43 investigations. There were 3 animal complaints. We assisted the zoning officer once. We assisted other police departments 6 times. We were assisted by other police departments 5 times. We assisted fire and EMS twice. We answered 3 residential alarms. We assisted citizens 3 times. We assisted the general motorist once. There were 3 calls, requests to speak to officers. There was 2 information received from the general public, 2 check welfare calls of persons, 1 court subpoena service, and 1 house check. There were 2 investigations for DUI, 3 for drug offenses, 3 for possession of marijuana or other drugs, 2 investigations with drug paraphernalia, 2 frauds, 1 identity theft, 1 criminal mischief, 1 theft. There were 5 domestic disturbance calls, 1 harassment complaint, 1 public drunk complaint, 1 scattering rubbish or littering complaint, 1 missing or attempt to locate of persons. There were 2 suspicious vehicle calls, 3 suspicious persons calls, and 3 behavioral calls. There were 5 misdemeanor arrests and 2 summary arrests. The 2 summary arrests for restrictions on alcoholic beverages and public drunk. There were 2 misdemeanor arrests for DUI and 3 misdemeanor arrests for drug-related activities. And total miles of all 3 vehicles was 2,017 miles for the month.
Okay, any questions for Chip?
Nope.
Okay, thank you, Chip.
Yes, sir.
John with the road report for the month.
From March 9th till today, yeah, we actually had one winter day, which was Good Friday. They put us out there getting the roads in shape. We've been repairing plow damage throughout the township, on both sides of the township, and we're pretty close to being done with that. We have a little bit more to do on the far side. We're also continuing to cold patch the potholes and try to get that behind us here. We're still cutting trees and brush on DeVore Road and trying to get ready for the 2021 paving project. We've taken down all of our winter no parking signs and got that behind us. We've repaired a couple of washouts. One was down on Shrek Road where the bank went down and we had to remove part of the pipe and some the bank and reset blocks and reslope the bank. The other one was out on Terrace Street. It wasn't quite as bad, but it required some backfill and some sloping of the bank. We also have had to open up a number of plug culverts, drains, and ditches, and we also had to clean up some down trees after the little windstorm we had here a couple weeks ago. And then we had some miscellaneous equipment repairs and state inspections were performed on the vehicles. And currently, we were sweeping streets the end of last week and the beginning of this week. And we've got just a few more locations to get to. We're probably not going to get to them yet this week because we don't have the moisture. We just can't sweep. So we've tried to clean pretty much sew everything up from the winter, and I think we're in pretty good shape. We just need to charge forward. We have some driveway pipes that need to be gotten done and some cross pipes that need to be gotten in and get ready for the 2021 paving. So other than that, that was our month.
Okay, any questions for John? Thank you. Jill with the zoning report for March.
For the month of March, we had 4 residential detached garages and shed for $42,600, 1 commercial storage building for $664,710, for a total of $707,310. The 1 commercial building's for Tapco Industries, so that's a nice project coming along. So we had 1 UCC appeal hearing. That was for the Harper event up on the corner of Dixon and Leslie Road. So that was a UCC appeal for the board, through the Code Appeals Board. That was it for the month of March. A lot of projects are being worked on now, except for the cost of construction materials has gone through the roof. So a lot of people are having to spend a lot more money for their projects.
Price of the 2x4 is off the charts, they say.
A piece of 3/4 inch plywood, $95.
Okay, any questions for Jill on the zoning report?
Nope.
All right, the first item of regular business, entertain a motion to adopt resolution number 2021-4, adopting and authorizing the Secretary Treasurer to sign a traffic signal maintenance agreement with PennDOT, specifically for the warning sign with flashers located on State Road Hill, Route 77. This was at the request of PennDOT, as we do not have a current agreement on file with them.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? This would be for the sign right there by Dixon Road.
Yeah, where the truck pull-off is. Those flashing lights are, that's on a meter. PennDOT pays for that, right? We end up paying
We
for
pay
that.
for
Yeah.
that. Anything, even though it's on a state road,
Yeah.
it's a sign, and the blinky, everything is
Us.
responsible. or is our responsibility. That's what this agreement, there was nothing in place. So now
Just
So
one
now
more
they
thing,
just want the
thank you, Brenda.
paperwork to catch up with.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, roll call?
Shardle,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Hobart.
Yes. Item number 2, entertain a motion to adopt resolution number 2021-5, adopting a Crawford County 2020 Hazard Mitigation Plan, which meets Section 322 of the Disaster Mitigation Act of 2000 and replaces the Crawford County 2015 Hazard Mitigation Plan.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Discussion on the motion. Roll call?
Shardle,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Hobart.
Yes. Item number 3, review the anti-skid and aggregate quotes. Jill, do you want to give us a review real quick? Just the highlights?
We had actually 8 bidders. One came in late after the fact, so we couldn't really even, they kind of disqualified themselves. But we have 5 different companies that were low bidders for different items. So Lakeland was low bidder for the 2RC gravel delivered at $10.50, and they also were low bidders for the number 8 type C gravel at $14, and the number 8 at the plant picked up for $9. Hawbaker was low bidder for the 2A limestone delivered at $24.75 a ton, and also the number 8s type A delivered for $28.30. Meadville Ready Mix was low bidder on the AS1 anti-skid delivered at $9.46 a ton. Hasbrook got the majority of the materials. The AS1 picked up at the plant, $6 a ton. AS2 delivered at $10.79. AS2 picked up at $6 a ton. 2RC gravel picked up is $6. 2A gravel delivered at $10.99. And 2A gravel at the plant, $7. Number 57 type C delivered for $14.25. And then IA Construction was low on the 2A limestone at the plant for $15 a ton. Number 8's type A also at the plant, $17. And the number 57 type C at the plant, $10.65 a ton.
Okay, any questions or comments on Jill's review?
Jill, real quick, like if you can answer, prices compared to last year's bids?
They were actually pretty reasonable, pretty, I mean.
Pretty close to last year's bid.
Yeah, I thought, I was a little nervous if they were gonna be a lot higher, but when
Right.
John and I looked at them.
They're
Close.
pretty
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
Okay.
so,
This is just something we do every year. I mean, we bid material, and it gives us the access to it if we need it. You know, we don't always use all of it, but we have it if we need it.
All right, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to award the contracts for those materials to the respective low bidders.
So moved.
Second.
Any more discussion? Glad I didn't have to read all that. Thank you, Jill, for doing that.
You've been ash-towed up.
Roll call?
Shardle,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Bovard.
Yes. Item number 4, the roadmaster and the secretary represented West Mead Township at the joint road work bid opening on April 1st, 2021, held right here at the West Mead Township building. I'm glad you didn't have to travel very far. Secretary to read the bids.
Once again, we had the bid opening. There was 7 different bidders, and I'll just read the low bidder was Shields Paving. The binder course at $62.29 a ton. the wearing course at $71.29 a ton. So the total core work, that's for DeVore Road and Springs Road, DeVore Road only, the core work for $196,302.25. And then item 3 and 4, the wearing course of $78.81, and the wearing course of $71.29. Those are for the optional work, for a total of $42,946.95. That's for Springs Road. So the two combined, if to award both the core work and the optional work, would be $239,249.20.
Okay, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to award the super pave contract for the core work on DeVore Road and optional work on Springs Road to Shields Asphalt Paving for the amount Jill just read, $239,249.20.
So moved.
I'll make second.
And discussion on that, John, you said you might not be
Jill,
able to.
I know you were crunching numbers. Are we satisfied with that 239, that we could do that if we could get the work ready?
Yeah, that's what, it actually, the bids came in lower than we actually anticipated. When John and I worked out the numbers last year, I was really thinking about 250, but sometimes it's a little bit over, so if there's incidental driveways or something of that nature. So it may be a little closer to what our budget numbers were, but I'm comfortable with where it came in.
John, you had indicated that you might not be able to have Springs Road ready this year.
It's gonna be close. We have a lot of brush to cut over there. There's not so much, there's some shoulder work to do cutting. And as far as I know, we're okay on pipes. There might be one pipe that might need to be replaced, but it's the brush cutting is going to be the biggest problem, is getting it cut. And then we have, DeVore Road that we have to do a portion of the widening on it. And we're in the process of trying to create a blade. Just as what you said, everybody that I talked to said the same exact thing, that if you could create that greater blade a foot wide, how deep you'd like to go, but that doesn't mean you take that depth all at once, you just take small. But we have that portion from Livermore to the top there, across from Howie, that needs to be done. And then the other section is from Springs Road, Second Springs Road, Access Road, up over the hill. And I think it'll go pretty quick. It's just that getting it cleaned up and getting the ditches reestablished, and then, putting something back in that void before they pave. So it's just quite a bit to do. And we're down one guy right now, so Tom had his back surgery today, so.
Hopefully that goes well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more discussion?
Charter?
Yes.
Yes.
Jordan? Oh, right.
Yes. Okay, that's it for the regular business items. Cleanup Day will be held at the Crawford County Fairgrounds on Saturday, May 15th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. No propane tanks will be accepted this year. No loose shingles or uncontained small items will be accepted. We will accept batteries. Computers, televisions, and other electronic items will not be accepted. They can be taken to Lincoln Recycling and ECS&R for a fee. Have the flyer here. Acceptable items at Cleanup Day will be appliances, furniture, mattresses, toys, bicycles, slings, tools, mowers, equipment, metal items, vehicle parts, and already mentioned batteries. We do not accept tires. Other acceptable items, building materials from individuals, boxed shingles, lumber, drywall, windows, water tanks, etc. Paint cans if the paint is dry and the lids have been removed. Unacceptable items. Normal weekly trash and wet garbage, bricks, rocks, concrete, whole junk vehicles, tires, chemicals, hazardous waste, liquids, as we already mentioned, propane tanks, commercial, industrial, or contractor waste, loose shingles, or unboxed small items. So again, Saturday, May 15th, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Crawford County Fairgrounds. And the final note for the evening, the West Mead Township Town Hall meeting for garbage service. Our next one is scheduled for Saturday, June 12th, 2021, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. right here at the Township Building. If you have any questions or to make reservations to attend, please call the Township Building at 336-1271 or send an email to westmead@westmead.org. Is there any public comment at this time? Seeing none and hearing none, Supervisors' final comment. John?
The only thing I have is I just hope that our cleanup day is as successful this year as it was last year. Even though it was a one-day deal, we really cleaned up some junk. And I know Jill's been running around here and looking at places, and I know Mike's mentioned some things. And boy, I just hope people take advantage of it and use it, because it's still a good opportunity. We've cut it down to one day, but we'll see how things go in the future. Maybe we can pick it back up to 2, but boy, I tell you, as productive as we were last year, it was incredible. You know, we did a lot in a short period of time. So it worked well. So I just hope people use it.
Hey, Mike?
The only thing I have to bring up is this garbage meeting that, you know, the last meeting that we had last spring, it was a good productive meeting, and this will probably be the last one, and then there's no sense of rehashing everything. We've got things down, but if you are interested, you should attend this and listen to what the lady from
Michelle Nestor
and
Brenda Schmidt.
Yeah, Brenda Schmidt has to say. Hopefully there's more people come this time than the last meeting we had, but I think if, you know, this will probably be the final meeting that we're going to have, and then hopefully we make up our minds what people want to do. So if you want your voice to be heard, please try to attend this meeting so we can make a rational decision what we want to do with the township, move forward or stop it. So,
And again, it's June 12th.
Saturday, June 12th.
12th at 10 a.m. here at the township building.
Okay. Since John and Mike stole my thunder, I have no comment. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
You have
Roll call?
Charles?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Over.
Yes. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.